Hello everyone! Welcome back to Potter's Clay, little art online, and I'm just so glad to be with you again this week. So I just wanted to get started by telling you that we are going to do a unicorn. Last week we did the space and spaceships and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, well, you know what? That sometimes the guys like the whole spacey thing and then girls like unicorns, so we're doing one a little bit more for the girls, but you can make your unicorn look masculine like a guy or whatever you want to do there. Make it, you don't have to put the flowers in there. You can do just he's in the jungle or whatever you want to do to make it like look like what you want. But unicorns are really cool because one of my favorite books is The Chronicles of Narnia. And in Narnia, I'll just show you this picture right here. There's a unicorn there, and that unicorn was in the movie, the Narnia, and it says that they're magical, mystical, kind of single-horned creatures that dwelled in Narnia. And Jewel was the one that was in the Chronicles of Narnia that I just showed you the picture of there. And it says that these unicorns were members of Aslan's army during the Winter Revolution, and at least two were sent by Edmund's rescue party when he was held captive. So it's kind of fun if you read the stories of the Chronicles of Narnia, you will hear about unicorns. So we are going to do Jewel today, which was the unicorn, the white unicorn in the Chronicles of Narnia. So we are going to get started. And I'm going to have my dad just kind of switch around over here so you can get a better angle of what I'm going to do. And we are going to start with a pencil, and you're going to need a Sharpie and some watercolors and eraser possibly. So if you're going to paper towel to kind of dry off your paintbrush. So you're going to want to get some of that. So you might need to pause for a minute. And so I just kind of wanted you to get, when you get your paper and get everything situated, and come back and meet with me here, I want you to think about your paper in the middle here, and then I want you to think about coming off to the side of that. See how down the middle, and you're definitely not, smack dab in the middle this direction. So think about up here, and I want you to kind of do a dot to kind of give you a guide that you're kind of thinking about that direction of where you're going with this. And then you're just going to kind of loop around, and I'm going to draw, hopefully you can see this, dark, and you're just going to make kind of a shape like that. All right, so you're not right in there. All right, so, and then see how I go up here. So I want you to take a line going slightly down, about a couple inches down, and then you're going to kind of angle that neck. So we're doing the unicorn's neck there. And then when you come on up here, you're going to think about right at the top of this, you're just going to do one ear right here, okay? And then the other ear is going to kind of come off at an angle. You're going to kind of make it go a little bit to an angle, get that point going, then come on down. All right, and then you can kind of do a little insert to the ear there, a little inside there. So then now you're going to take the body of that, and we're just going to kind of show the neck of this unicorn coming like this. We might take it off to the side a little bit. So once you do that, we're going to make the mane. So the mane is just going to be, you can kind of go over, you're just going to do these like almost like braided type designs on that mane, right? And then the hair is going to the mane of the hair is going to come in the front a little bit, so you can swoop that in there. And then that mane is going to even swoop over to the other side. So you're kind of doing these kind of big little, I don't know, ovals, or almost like a lemon shape type thing. So you're going to get rid of those lines with your pencil, anything that you did there. So now, of course, the iconic thing about a unicorn is their horn, right? They have that single horn. So we're going to come up, here's the middle, you're going a little ways over, put a little dot up there, and you're kind of thinking, I'm going to come off each side of that, on each side. So you're going to go on one side, and then you're going to round off to the other side, kind of like how we did our rocket ship last week, and then the other side. Just come on down. So then, of course, you got to get rid of that line here. All right, so we got our horn, and then the horn is going to have these little diagonal lines going down, each like that, okay? And then kind of fins, and we might have our hair coming across it. I might go ahead and have the mane kind of coming over the top of that where it's coming out. All right, so now the eye is just going to be a little eye. Now, girls, if you want to make eyelashes, this one had eyelashes. All right, so you can do the eyelash on there. We'll kind of keep it looking like if the guy's not wanting to get it all frou-frou, we'll just keep it like that. But if you want eyelashes, go ahead and put eyelashes and then like a nose. There you go. His little nose or snout, or what are they? What's a horse's? I guess nose.
No.
What are they called? I forget what. A nozzle. A nozzle, something like that. All right, so here we are. So now, this is sort of this fantasy looking picture of real bright colors. Now you can go with whatever colors you want to go with, but I'm going to have some vegetation coming up. So we're going to, up through the neck, you're going to have a leaf, like a little stem coming, and then just start adding some leaves off to the side of this, all right? So, I wonder if this is coming up dark enough and go real dark. You can go a little lighter, a big leaf here. So the head of this unicorn's poking through some kind of real pretty vegetation that God's created. Here we're going to do a big flower, so do your center part here, and then big petals of this real pretty blue, and you might have to crop it off the page a bit, crop it into and go through the unicorn, of course. So what I'm going to have to do there is get some of those lines. Once you go through it, get rid of those lines. Take your time. And you may have to stop and pause. Miss Kelly goes a little quick so that I'm not taking up too much of your time. But another real detailed flower we can do here is a center point. Maybe I'll do it up here so we can see it better. There's a center point, and then you're going to just do little petals all the way around. All right? And then guess what we're going to do? This same shape, you're just going to build off of it the same way, all the way around. If you got to turn your page to do it, and you go all the way around, and then you're just going to keep that same size. It's almost like this could be a zinnia. What flower does this sort of look like, Dad? My dad's the gardener of the family. Little zinnias.
Yeah, big zinnias.
Big zinnia. And, okay, we're going to just do like maybe a couple little skinny ones coming off the edge of there. So that's kind of and again, I'm going quick. Just pause me and you can catch up and, get that, sometimes they're just, I don't know, I might want to fill it in. It looked kind of almost prettier when it was all rounded out. Kind of finish that off, getting that rounded out, so it looks a little uneven and not super perfect because they would be all laying different ways, and then your center, right? So then maybe some leaves, another kind of cropped leaf in there, some big vegetation. One right here, a little kind of petunia or tulip type looking thing. Almost looks like a magical forest. But God, in the book Narnia, man, it was really pretty when everything started growing and unfreezing. If you read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, that was a really good book by C.S. Lewis. Okay, so you get the idea. So you can keep adding more flowers, more vegetation. Again, here's kind of, I'll just show you a little picture of kind of it's little teeny flowers and all kinds of detailing there. And I love this kind of stuff, the little swirls. So you can create some swirls to give it just kind of viney looking. All right, so there we go. So now we're going to move into, I've got it, you're going to take your Sharpie and you're going to fill it all in with Sharpie. All right, so Miss Kelly, for the sake of time, went ahead and Sharpied one already. So we're going to get ready to paint. So what you need is to get a Sharpie and take all your pencil lines, and you remember how I do that. You just go over everything you did with a Sharpie that's a pencil line. All right? And I'm not going to do it all, but you know how to do that. So you'll fill all that in. Then, once you've done that, you can come back on. So you might need to pause for a minute to do your Sharpies. So now we're going to do this with some really bright colors, really crazy bright colors. So we're going to start with a fuchsia pink. I hope that's fuchsia. Yep, fuchsia pink. And we're going to go into the sky, and you want to stay off of it and just really start with some bright pink colors to get that sky going. And then to make some contrast with that sky, then just go in with some super bright, this was even brighter. Find a real bright blue and start popping that around, and you want to stay off your clouds. Oh, you know what? I just realized I didn't add a bug in a cloud. So up in the sky, you don't have to have the bug in the cloud if you don't want to. I apologize, guys. Well, it's just a few little clouds. Sorry about that. A few little clouds here, so you can keep those white. And then we'll do a little dragonfly. So the dragonfly is just, you're gonna do that segmented body, kind of skinny body there. And then they kind of have that four-winged look to them. All right, and then their classic eyes. All right, so there's our dragonfly. That's, you can do that. Sorry about that. So take your time doing that one. I'll let you catch up on that for a minute. Making your bug. So then once you're doing that, you're getting in there with all these bright colors. Come around, a little bit of blue over here. Just kind of adding it here and there. Keep off your clouds. Your clouds are just going to stay white. All right? Come on down here and maybe get some blue. Just keep, you know, it'd be surprising how much that will stay on your brush. You can paint your unicorn whatever color you want, but in the one I found, that I thought, oh, that'd be fun to make, was pink and kind of yellow. So, but if you're thinking, oh, I want to make a brown unicorn, or you pick whatever color you want. Okay, so we're going to finish up with this sky. I'm going to put some bright colors in there. You could even put purple in the sky. So you're noticing, like, it's just kind of a crazy sky. I mean, like, it's got some real contrast going on. All right, so we're going to finish that, fill that all in, get the pink going. And you can take your time with this. Miss Kelly's kind of, and even like what's kind of fun is that blue hit my pink, and it kind of turned it in now to a little bit of purple in there, which is kind of fun. So I'll get my pink back, my brighter pink going in here, and that blue can kind of, again, take some purple into this, to the whole scene. So you get the idea. So I'm gonna finish up my sky real fast. And what's fun is when you move away from adding more paint to your brush, which I'm going to add more paint right now, it gets lighter in spots, darker. I don't know, I think we need a little bit more blue at the bottom here, so we're going to add just a smidge more blue. All right, here we go. Fill that in. So it's just kind of a crazy sky. And I really loved it that it was just all poppy with blues and pinks, just different than what we've done in the past. So that's there. Yeah, so we add it here and there. Just so there we go. Now we're going to go into our unicorn, and our unicorn will stick, since we have got pink kind of in our brush right now. Dab your on the paper towel maybe a little bit. You're going to do that main bright pink. Now again, you might want to think it through and go, I don't want to do bright pink. I am going to do purple or green, or maybe more an authentic color to a horse, like browns and golds and blacks, you know. So, and the mane came over on this side too. Remember how kind of this thing is really loaded down with a lot of beautiful horse here. So there you go. So the mane's there. So then what I thought was kind of fun, the horse kind of had a golden color to it. So find a yellow or a gold, and you want to get quite a bit of water on your brush, because we're just going to kind of do like we're not going to do the whole thing. We're going to kind of keep some of it white. So we're going to really just kind of go on the outside edges of this with it a little bit, kind of go around there and kind of around like this. Keep it like that. And then just get a lot of everything off of your brush, and just put water on your brush. And then take that water and bring that into it. So it's a real light color. You don't even need a paint color on there. You're just using what your gold is to fill in that other space with, you know, just to show some shading in there. All right, so that's kind of a little trick you can do. And get in those leaves. So I think I got most of my horsey down in here, just like real light. You don't even need, it's really forgiving because you don't even really have much even on your brush but water. See how that is? That shading's kind of cool, isn't it? All right, so once we've done that, we're going to take our mane again and get our little pink hair going here. All right, so this mane's kind of connecting into that. All right. Talk about magical, and our ears are yellow, so we're back to yellow, but it's a little bit deeper. So if that little of that pink pops in there, go for it. And then right in here. So you can pick whatever color you want for the little nose. What did we call it again?
I think the muzzle.
Muzzle. I'm gonna go with like more of a peachy color. I just got blue in there. A little peach, but you pick whatever color you want. But I'm going kind of more peachy. Probably this thing, I'll just go ahead and connect that into the same color. Pick whatever color you want there. Maybe add just a little hint of that golden color on there. And then we'll put pink in the ear. All right, so there we go. So we got our horsey. So now we're gonna work on, we don't have to do all of this. You guys can do this on your own, but I'll just start by saying, hey, find some bright, fun colors to start coloring in, painting in your flowers. And you're of course gonna have a lot of poppy color greens, and choose greens, like a lot of different color greens to make the shading. All right, so we're gonna move into a green. I've got this fun light green. We're gonna go into our leaf here, and then we'll maybe get one over here, right? Actually, we can just get all of them, knock them all out, and then come back over with a different color. And look, I just grabbed a little bit of red on that. Boy, that made that interesting, but it's kind of cool. So that's what's so fun about this. Here's a little bit more leaf. And again, I didn't add all the leaves that you could possibly add to this. Let's get this dark green. That's always a fun one. All right, so you get the idea. So I don't have to finish this. You guys, I'll send you a picture. Oh, I think what's kind of fun is we will find some yellow maybe. This is a little trick at the end, just to fill in some kind of behind the scenes color to fill in, to give it that, kind of go over everything. Kind of get in there with that. And I'm gonna leave you with what was the original thing that I went off of. And that, so I want you to look at that and see, so the extra detailing that you can do with those little bitty flowers. There's even little bugs on the leaves, swirls. You can get more into the sky with that pink and the purple. So have fun. You can embellish. You can put some cheek. She's got, like, if you want to make it a girly looking horse. So anyway, a unicorn. So that's the detailing there. So we'll just end with that, but have fun. Can continue it, and I'll send you a picture of my final product. All right, so I forgot to pray, so we'll end with a prayer, okay? Dear Jesus, we just thank you so much that we had just a fun time making this unicorn today, and we just thank you for your love for us, and that you're with us. And Lord, I just pray that we will just what am I gonna do? Because I just totally messed that up, and I feel like I went long. Oh, totally lost my train of thought.